Who do you main in Smash? Especially in the Smash Melee, because I don't know who you would main at that point.
In Melee, I mained Zelda. And do you want to know why I mained Zelda? Because she was pretty and I wanted to be her. And that's how I choose all my characters.
Not Peach?
Fuck Peach, dude.
I thought you were a Samus main.
No, not until, like, the later games.
Oh, you like Zero Suit?
Yeah, Zero Suit's awesome. I like the speedy ones now. I actually don't even really like playing Zelda that much because she's so slow. It's like campy. She has rocks in her feet.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I agree. I like the speedy boys quite a bit more. I mean, I think you know who I main in this one. What's your guess?
Lucas. Oh, no, in Melee.
No.
Probably Link.
Link?
Lunk?
No.
Oh no, it's Fox.
Yeah, it's
Fox. You want to fuck Fox.
Yeah.
He's hot.
He is pretty hot, ain't he?
No one else is hot. Melee, right now.
I wouldn't say hot. It's kind of... I mean, maybe it burned itself to a crisp, but...
It got too hot.
It's a little too hot to handle right now.
If you couldn't tell, we're talking about Melee characters today.
Super Smash Brothers Melee, to be specific, in case you weren't aware.
Thank you for the clarification. Welcome to the Rank Down podcast. My name is Stephanie.
I'm Zach.
This is the penultimate podcast for tier lists that nobody asked for and nobody needs. Now, today, at this moment, we're gonna rank the Super Smash Brothers Melee characters, but not as being played, how they would perform domestically as your roommate.
That was the weirdest way to put living with them. How would it be to live with them?
I feel like I got a little NPR
domestically. How is it to
cohabitate with these characters?
I think it should be noted, I suppose, I'm a very big Super Smash Bros. Player.
I used to be until I played with him, and now I hate it.
And I think Melee is still probably, like, up there. I really like Project M quite a bit.
Okay, nobody cares. All we care about is how they perform in the household.
No, I just want to give some clarification. Like, I know a little bit more into that element, I suppose.
It doesn't
where
matter.
I feel like more of it is going to be like face value from you.
You're just using this as a way to talk about Smash Brothers as a whole.
I mean,
rather than
all of Smash is
the objective at hand.
All of Smash is just humble bragging, like every left turn.
Anyway, you don't need to know anything about these characters or the video games to be a part and listen to this podcast, because we will give you a brief overview of each character before we rank them. Hopefully that will help everyone out a little bit. And you don't have to listen to Zachary prattle on about
You're
Smash
still
Brothers.
going to.
Oh, God. This was a horrible choice for a podcast.
So our breakdown for these characters obviously kind of follows the same format of good to bad. We have S tier as just the roommate you're living with. They are the roommate you are seeking.
Not currently, mind you.
Yeah, you're not living with fucking Luigi. We get that.
I wish I was. Or do I? We'll see.
Anyway, A is sitcom roommate. This is a roommate that you're going to have a lot of laughs with.
I dubbed this as the Perfect Strangers.
Okay.
You don't know Perfect Strangers.
No.
You're young.
I'm not young.
It was a sitcom.
It's probably boring.
The 80s, 90s.
Then B, we have college roommates, which this is someone you're going to get along with. You're going to have, like, good times with.
You're going to have fun and you're going to have memories, but, like, reflecting on it, you're going to realize that they kind of were shitty and they probably made you pay rent a couple times, like, to cover for them.
There's just little, like, iffy moments, little, like, bumps in the road, but nothing, like, major.
Yeah, you're still friends after you have moved out, you know?
Then we got frat buddies. These ones are just party town.
These are your party friends, but nothing
nothing
more.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
You would live in a party house together and trash it.
If you're not partying with them, they're just kind of absent or something. Like, there's nothing to be said.
Yeah, we don't care too much about them.
Then we moved
or their well-being.
We moved down to D, and this one is just, get the fuck out of there.
Yeah, you break the lease on these boys.
Yeah, you gotta find a new place.
You leave them in the dust.
They're not.
Even if you were even on the lease to begin with, I feel like these ones would probably just like be like, "Oh, come on, stay on our couch for a while," or they would invite themselves onto your couch.
Yeah, that's definitely the second scenario. These ones are not. They don't have a name attached to a lease whatsoever. If I'm being honest, they're drifters, they're vagabonds, yada yada. And then we got the very bottom rung, call the fucking cops. These ones,
they probably steal from you.
Yeah, they're questionable.
They take massive dumps in the toilet and just leave them there to fester.
It's something
because it saves the water.
Yeah, exactly. They're just trying to be environmentally friendly.
But instead it's just
But they're
disgusting.
not friendly to anybody else. They never do their dishes.
They steal your weed.
They don't shower, but somehow waste all the water. Yeah, they're pretty much the worst.
So let's start with Dr. Mario. How are you feeling about the doc? How are you feeling about our boy, the doc?
A lot could be said since he's a doctor. You know that he's
making cash.
Yeah, he's got his PhD, which seems weird that he would be living with you.
Wow, you're saying a lot about our audience with that one.
Well,
that was a real shot fired.
That was at you, aimed very directly at you.
Oh, thank you. You don't think I could live with the doctor?
No.
You're entirely correct, because I don't.
Mm-hmm.
I live with you.
Mm-hmm. I am about damn near the opposite of a doctor. I would say...
I think he's going to be... I'm going to tentatively put him in sitcom roommate, but he's a candidate for the perfect roommate. He's always going to have his rent on time. He already has been through school, so you don't need to worry about any of that. No parties or anything like that. He has money. You guys could probably go to fancy restaurants together, but also would make really good sitcom...
Okay. I'm about to stop you in your
tracks.
tracks.
like you're the poor person.
Dr. Mario is one of the most bland characters from this game, though.
So he went from being a plumber to a doctor. Like, that is growth.
I don't know if... I think he's just both, which makes me question the authenticity of his license.
Well, then he still lands in sitcom. He's trying to cover up the fact that he's not really a doctor, but he's actually a plumber. Maybe he put his name on the lease as a doctor to get you guys into the apartment, and now he has to keep up the charade for your landlord.
I suppose that's all good and fun.
Like, how fun is that?
But I just feel like yet his antics would be more, if I'm relating them to sitcoms, it'd be way more Big Bang Theory than Always Sunny, you know?
Yeah, that's good. Because in Always Sunny, they're trash people.
Yeah, but they're more fun.
Either way, I think for me, Dr. Mario's going in sitcom. He's A tier.
So then, obviously, that just leads us into Mario.
Now, Mario on his own, without the doctor element, he's just a plumber.
That is so strange that we just have to assume that they're different people. Are they brothers? Is he like...
No, his brother is Luigi.
God, Smash Brothers is such a confusing thing if you, like, overthink it. Anyway, Mario, to me, the biggest problem is, like, he is the name and face of Melee. He is an egotistical bastard. You know this guy will not shut the fuck up about himself. Everything is about Mario and not you.
Not
you do Mario's
Luigi.
dishes. Yeah, essentially, and we'll probably get to it with Luigi too, but essentially you will always be the Luigi in his Mario. In his setup.
I think I'm going to throw him in B tier because I feel like you'd go to college with him, and then he'd like go into like trade school. He'd be like the Childish Gambino in your Community scenario.
Well, okay. I don't want to knock anybody for being a plumber by any means.
If you're a plumber, you're making more money than I am.
A trade school is a perfectly fine thing to do. You know, like...
I love that you have to cover, like, your tracks here. We don't think trades are bad by any means.
But...
You're probably doing much better than we are.
That is where I leave Mario. Like, I think that's all fine. He makes the money. He could probably pay the bills.
You could eventually...
You know, he doesn't want to tarnish his rep. Yeah. But I still think Mario is just going to make you take a back seat, so I'm putting Mario in C. By the way, for reference, I'm putting Dr. Mario in B. I'm going to be kind of harsh.
Okay. Damn. You're really ruining these... You have a higher standard than me, which is saying something because...
I am a melee head.
Okay, I think you've made that clear, and I don't think anyone cares. Make a melee podcast.
Yeah, I might. Anyway, Luigi. Now, this is kind of what I'm saying.
This is the meat and veg here.
Reflection. This is the reflection of Mario, where instead, I feel like Luigi will always make you the Mario.
Do you look in the mirror and then you see Luigi?
I don't know.
Do you look at me and you see Mario and then you see yourself as Luigi?
I'm like a Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, but it's Mario and Luigi. Like, I'm kind of both at the same time. I have my moments, but...
Luigi is a bumbling fucking idiot.
That's the thing, is Luigi's just gonna make you have to take...
He's definitely only a frat buddy to me.
Yeah. No, he falls below Mario.
We probably lived together for 6 months tops.
Even though Mario is, like, clearly kind of an asshole, at least he takes the reins a little bit. So you don't have to constantly, like, do everything. Luigi, although he might do dishes and stuff, and, like, if you ask him to do something, he'll probably do it. It just seems like he needs to be told to do everything, you know?
Oh, God, that's the worst, too.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't it?
Okay, stop.
No, he's solidly in frat buddies for me. Is that where he lies for you?
Yeah, I said C.
You said, okay.
Now,
all right.
Bowser...
Bowser is difficult. It's really difficult when it comes to these non-human ones, because...
I don't think it's difficult to the non-humans. I think Bowser is a clear example of a get the fuck out of there.
He lives in a castle.
I mean, if he's letting me room where
he probably has slaves.
He does. He does have slaves. What the fuck did you just say? You said that like it was a good thing.
Okay, call the cops on him, please.
Yeah, report his ass. I mean, for Christ's sakes, dude, call CPS on him. Bowser Jr. is not doing too hot either.
Is Bowser Jr. actually his son? Oh, we didn't give a description of any of these characters for non video game.
God forbid someone doesn't know about Mario. I think that's the whole point of all these characters. But to clarify, Bowser is the antithesis to Mario. He is a giant fucking honking dinosaur. And yes, he definitely owns slaves. Also, I'd like to clarify, as far as I'm aware, Bowser Jr. is not only his son, but all of the Koopa kids are all Bowser's kids.
Do you think that
he has like 9 children?
Do you think he's scamming the system?
Oh, he definitely had them just to collect money. Like, that's it.
I don't want to push, like, the idea of a welfare king, because it's a myth, and most people who collect welfare are well-meaning, but Bowser is definitely trying to cheat the system.
If you look at his track record, though, not only, like, is he just negligent entirely to them, there's nobody else in the picture, and he is using them as more slaves.
What if
he's
it's the
just
princesses
using them for
he's kidnapped?
He's using them for child labor. He did not have them with a princess. The genetic, like, that doesn't make any sense.
I mean, I'm the biologist here, so I'd like to say...
They're all dinosaurs.
Yes, they're all dinosaurs.
So
you are correct, sir.
Yeah, no, I'm on a hard F for Bowser.
Yeah, no, he's
destructive.
He's awful.
As much as the place would be nice, it's to bring it back to Community, because apparently we just have to relate this to other sitcoms. he is the Pierce. He is 100% Pierce.
Oh yeah, he's like has a rich house and everything.
It'd
but
be nice to live with him.
He's a piece of shit.
But you have to deal with his like weird racist undertones because he just hates like Goombas and fucking Koopas and stuff. Even though he's King Koopa, he hates his own. Yeah, it's just Bowser's F.
So we're gonna have Princess Peachy, and I'm gonna start off by saying that even though I said fuck no to her being my main, as far as a roommate, I feel like we would very much be a college roommate deal.
Okay, we might want to actually lead in with a little bit of background to this character. If you consider Bowser the antithesis to Mario, Peach is just the damsel in distress.
She has nothing really redeeming.
For.
She's just kind of shallow.
But if you know her, I mean, she's shallow because we're viewing this from a weird gamer lens where we're like, we're Mario, we gotta save her. Even though she's like, she is the princess of the Mushroom Kingdom. She commands a whole kingdom. And she does it without slaves. As far as I'm aware, unless Toad is a slave.
Toad is a slave.
Toad, I guess, yeah.
Super racist against mushrooms.
I guess both her and Bowser are kind of just classist pigs.
Yeah, I don't love it. I feel like she's a solidly in the college roommate.
She almost like
because she would keep things clean. She would probably have servants, not slaves, so she would pay them. But I think like her attitude would get on my nerves a lot. Does she pay them in
drugs?
Is she on drugs?
Well, she always keeps the mushroom on her.
Do drugs? Because honestly, I might bump her up if she's a mushroom dealer.
Dude, she's a farmer. She can always pull out turnips. Turnips are a rather like they're good sustenance. No, I think the code is that she just has mushrooms. She's
mushrooms. Always on mushrooms. She's that college. That makes her even more of the college roommate because she's always tripping the fuck out.
Yeah, I think Peach is good. Like, I mean, yes, her and Bowser are on the same level of like, kind of being a little bit classist, but at least she didn't like, she doesn't have children as far as I'm aware. I don't think Toads are her children. I think she keeps servants.
No, we would just have Toad around, like, cleaning up after us, which is honestly a pretty good deal. And she pays for him. Like, she doesn't really ask me for payment. It's just her attitude around the house is, like, a little bit classist, but I'll deal with it to get, like, kind of, like, the free ride on some stuff.
Yeah. I also can't put
I'll take advantage of her, to
I can't put her any higher than B, just because also B for bland. Like, she's kind of a... all she says is shit like Peachy. It's like, stop saying your fucking name. You're not a Pokemon. Anyway.
Peach is a Pokemon, though. That's an interesting concept.
Speaking of Pokemon, Yoshi.
Oh, yeah. What generation is Yoshi from?
9. Yoshi... I don't know. He's a complicated one in the sense
He's a very complex character, isn't he? He is also a dinosaur.
He also can pull out eggs. I don't know if I want to be eating Yoshi omelets, though.
Who is going to take their own unfertilized or fertilized eggs
and
serve them up for food for yourself or
Dude,
other
he's
people?
willy-nilly chucking that shit. Have you played, like, Yoshi's Story or, like, what's the one with the baby Mario? Is that Yoshi's
Paper
Island?
Mario?
No, Yoshi's Island or whatever.
Oh.
The one where you have baby Mario on your back. He's just willy-nilly fucking chucking those things.
Yeah, but he's not eating them.
Though, I will say, and shout out to Yoshi. Yoshi is, like, pro-trans, obviously. Because Yoshi is, like, implied either good friends with Birdo or, like,
in
dating.
love with Birdo?
And
who is
Birdo is a
trans.
Yeah, so, like...
Shout out to Yoshi. I kind of like Yoshi because of his pro stance on the LGBTQIA plus community, and so that makes me very happy and more willing to like give him a little like relief on his flaws.
I will say too, like Yoshi is kind of like
you could ride him to and from the grocery store.
If we're
talking, he would probably give you rides to work every day.
If we're talking about like all the sort of the Mario Camp games, like and like Mario Kart and Mario Tennis and all that stuff, I feel like Yoshi is such a hot commodity too. Like all the friends want to hang out with Yoshi. They want to be like, yeah, Yoshi's always like the best pick in like any of those games. I swear to God, like they're just above average.
He has a very high jump, and I feel like that would be really helpful for housework.
Yeah, Yoshi's willing, and you can get a ride on Yoshi. Yoshi's gonna take you to work. You're gonna ride that back. Anyway, DK.
Well, we didn't rank him. I think I'm gonna put him in a sitcom because I feel like that's very much a.
No, I'm putting Yoshi in the A tier too.
He's a good roommate, and I think you'd have some fun hijinks where you ride him to work, and maybe you accidentally like smack his butt on the way there and be like yeehaw, and he looks at you and says no.
All right, we're gonna not dwell on that. Monkey, DK. DK is the definition slob roommate, in my books.
Are you just saying that because he lives in a jungle?
No, have you seen... Okay, look at the clips. You gotta look at all the movies. He keeps a fucking hoard of bananas in his room.
That's true.
And he
would
eats
be
them
leaving
constantly,
peels.
and you're slipping all over the fucking place.
He would leave peels everywhere.
Dude, he's got like all of them. I mean, okay, I will be honest. DK seems like a nice roommate to have.
Oh my God,
for
what
your
he's gonna
pantry.
do? He's gonna be banging
yes.
the floor all night.
Donkey Konga till the fucking early morning. But I will say, I can appreciate his taste. He has like coconuts and oranges and pineapples too. But he...
I hate you.
But I still think he's just too much of a slob. He, to me, is like the frat roommate.
Yeah, for sure.
If it wasn't bananas, he's crushing PBRs. Like,
I wonder if he's eating so much fruit because he wants his cum to be tasty.
Oh, yeah. Thanks for putting that in my fucking mind.
And the banging on the floor...
That's the pineapples, right?
Yeah. The banging on the floor, you can never really tell if it's because he's just playing Donkey Konga or if he's banging on the floor.
Donkey Bunga? They don't call him... I mean, his name is DK for Dick, am I right?
Dick King.
Yeah, he's in C. He's a hard C for me.
He's a party boy.
All right, Cap Falcon. This one I feel like we have to kind of go into.
I feel like he's going to be pretty absent.
Yeah.
Oh, well, we should explain.
Yeah, he's a pilot in F-Zero, which means he's from a racing game. He's driving.
F-Zero or F-Zero?
F-Zero.
F-Zero.
Not to lump him into the F tier, but yeah, oh man, dude, he definitely does cocaine. This guy has to do cocaine.
Oh, I never even thought about that. He is definitely a cokehead.
He is the fastest character in the game, as far as I'm aware. He is just zipping across the screen. Like, he is so fucking speedy. In fact, when he moves his limbs,
cars, so it's like,
yeah,
come on.
His like fucking what do you even call them, like F-Wings or some shit?
Yeah.
Those are basically his Subarus. And not to call out anybody, but if you like Subarus, fuck you. Like I said, I think he is on cocaine. I can't keep that pace up.
No, he's like, I feel like he's gonna party every night, and then he's gonna bring his race buddies over, and they're gonna party. They're all gonna be fucking coked out all night.
Oh my God, imagine them whipping shitties out in the fucking, like...
I feel like I've lived with this person, actually, though.
There's way too many kids around here that are like this.
Yeah, he's a frat buddy / maybe break the lease.
No.
Because of all the cocaine, like, you don't want to be liable for that.
Let's be honest. Every character on Melee's list is smoking pot, so
that's fine. Whatever. It's going to be legal in like a month anyway.
Legalize cocaine too.
Yeah, legalize everything. So we'll move on to Ganondorf. And Ganondorf he's the main bad guy in the Zelda franchise. He kidnaps the princess. He's very, he's another Bowser type, but
I was about to say
human.
We're at like number 3 of like the classist kind of pig people. Literally pig person, because sometimes he's turning into Ganon. And that's when he, like, loses his temper. I don't know if I want to fucking deal with that, Like, he can go full-blown, like...
Demon.
Yeah, big time. And
I wouldn't call the cops on him because I'm afraid, like, he would probably kill everyone. I would probably break the leash and, like, just run.
See, he's like... So, if you know the game, he is a clone of Captain Falcon, where Captain Falcon is on cocaine. I feel like
He's
Ganondorf...
on meth.
Yeah, Ganondorf is on pure, like, heroin or some shit. And if he's not loaded up, he is just flipping shit.
Yeah.
And I can't deal with that.
He's probably cooking in the basement.
Yeah.
Of his castle.
Yeah.
It's not worth it. So, yeah.
It's an F.
F.
Ganon, I'm sorry, but F. That's so sad because on the actual, like, game, he is garbage. Like, he is considered garbage throughout, like, the whole series. But he's also a garbage roommate.
Sucks. You get an L for all those. Falco.
What?
No, I don't. I honestly don't know really so much about Star Fox. I played like Star Fox.
Well, let me.
What
me
was
explain.
the one with the hot girl with her
With
titties
Crystal?
out? Yeah, Crystal. I played a little bit of that one.
The furry transformer.
Yes.
Yeah, she. Or Falco comes from the Star Fox universe. And obviously, we're gonna get to Fox in a second, but basically, these guys are pilots in the Lilat system. That means they probably got good jobs, but they're kind of army brats. To the point where they're literally like military. They
probably know how to make a bed.
Yeah, I mean, okay. These guys got your back too. They are part of a squad. They're bros, But Falco, as many of you know, especially from Star Fox 64, kind of just delivers, like, the most passive, petty shit, like, to you all the time. He's like, I guess I should be thankful, and shit like that. And you're just like,
a little snarky.
Falco, come on, dude. Like, fucking chill. You're not even, like, you're the back end of the pack, Like,
I feel
chill.
like this is your podcast now.
Well, I'm just speaking, I mean, I know quite a bit. I used to play Star Fox 64 all the time, and I played Star Fox Adventures. That was, like, such a bad but lovable game.
Mm-hmm. I'm pretty much going to go with whatever you go with for this one because I did not play a lot of Star Fox. And I know Falco is a little bit of a fuckboy.
Yeah, that's the thing. He is a fuckboy. He is very much, to
He's
throw back to that
probably
term.
fucking pounding tush every night, and it's probably loud.
Yeah. He really knows how to down smash. Yeah.
I hated that.
He is. I think he's kind of in frat buddy, to be honest. I can't put him any lower because, like I said, he's probably like well kept, and he might be a good wingman.
You're on a fucking roll today, buddy. Here, give me one more. Come on. Throw another one out. You got it.
No, I lost him.
All right, let's go on Fox. Maybe you'll get something out of the noggin.
I guess it's not my time to shine. Am I right?
If you didn't know, shine is a move.
It is the down B. It is a one frame move. Yeah. No, I think I'd put him in frat buddy. As opposed to Fox, whom this isn't bias by any means. I think Fox is a great character, but he's only one step above Falco because he is Falco. He's just a little more cocksure and a little less petty. Like, that's pretty much it.
Yeah, he moves up to college roommate for me.
He's got Mario effect, too, where he's just kind of like...
the star of a show.
You are the part of the pack that isn't Fox, Like... So, yeah, I don't want to spend too much time on him because he's a clone, but... I mean, they're clones of each other, I guess. But, yeah, I think I would just put him B tier. I could dorm with him.
Yeah,
that's about it.
He would be a cool dorm mate. Ice Climbers, that's a duo.
You skipped Ness.
Oh, did I? Oh, I'm sorry. We could have done Ice Climbers, but Ness is next. Now, can I talk about Ness? Because Earthbound is one of my favorite games of all time.
I just want to say, if you're rooming with Ness, you need to call the cops on yourself. Because he is a child.
He is a child. But, like, let's work past that a little bit.
Okay, yeah, we're in a new climate. Age doesn't matter.
No, it absolutely does. It's just maybe...
Ness is your kid. How
maybe you just have Ness? Maybe you just have to babysit for him, or you're taking, like, nannying.
That's fair. That's a good way to put it.
For Ness.
How is it to babysit Ness?
I like that your first solution was, let's change the entire, like, culture to accept a grown person living with a child.
Yep.
No. But Ness, 1, he has a dog. Dog is good. Dog helps you fight monsters for the first part of the game. 2, he goes on cool adventures and helps take down giant capitalists and aliens. Ness is also, I think, a little high, like all the time. If you've ever played Earthbound, you know that there are constantly fucked up monsters coming at you with trippy backgrounds. I'm saying I played Earthbound high a lot.
So, I guess the raises a good question. How old is Ness?
I think he's like 10.
Is he? Okay. So he's like on the cusp of...
I feel like he does his schoolwork. He's a good kid.
He's smart. That's the whole point of the game, is like he's smart.
Well, he's
That's
not
why
the
he can
smart one. There's Jeff, who's the smart one.
Well,
but he has
Jeff
smart
is the
friends.
smart one of the smart bunch. They're supposed to, like, I don't think any of them are supposed to be stupid, right? Or is Pooh stupid?
Pooh's not stupid. He's smart and he's agile.
Like, I thought the whole point of the, like, psychokinetic, whatever, powers, I don't know what they're called, but I know PK. I thought that was, like, them being ultra smart and telekinesis and stuff like that. But I guess I'm not super familiar with Earthbound. I played, like, Mother 3 a little bit, but I will say...
change that, because Earthbound is so good.
I mean, yeah, I can see that. I think, on one hand, Ness seems like a fun, chill kid to play. Like, you could probably show him video games, hang out and play games with him, watch cartoons and stuff.
He can't pay rent.
But, yeah, he can't pay rent. This is a roommate situation. I mean, a babysit situation, as we kind of...
Yeah, so which means he's in your care, and if he dies, you fucking go to jail for, like, negligence.
He's gonna die, too, because his recovery is pretty piss poor. PK Thunder's not that great. I will say, though, the biggest problem is he seems like a pyromaniac. He's just gonna PK fire everything.
I mean, not necessarily. He does do some damage with a fucking yo-yo, though, bro.
Oh, dude.
He could
is
fight
the
off
yo-yo
burglar.
master.
Oh my god, is he fucking... Is he fucking Kevin from Home Alone?
Kinda.
Okay, let's sidejack here. Who would you rather take care of? Kevin from Home Alone?
Oh, Ness.
Or Ness?
Oh, Ness. Ness for sure.
I think Kevin's a psychopath.
Dude, look what Macaulay Culkin turned into. Sorry, Macaulay, but...
It's true.
Fuck.
All right, let's move on. Ness, I would just say probably he's sitcom roommate. You get, like, in the story, you get stuck.
You're in a 2.5 men situation here.
Yeah, you just get stuck taking care of this kid. You can't much say about it. I can't shit talk him. He has a cool dog. He's a cool kid. Whatever. Ice climbers. You get a duo.
No.
Are they a couple? They're probably a couple. Which means they're going to be
weird.
fucking all the time.
Yeah, living with a couple sucks. But also, are they children? Are they siblings?
They are children. No,
is it incestual?
I think they are brother and sister, and they are children. So we are totally wrong off base. Once again, I think we just can throw this into babysitter sitcom, except now with twins.
It's double damage. I don't want to be taking care of that. Ice climbers...
They're probably brats. They're probably like Mary, Kate, and Ashley, and they'll probably be demanding and like, I'm a star.
Well, the whole point of these characters, and to kind of elaborate, Ice Climbers is such a weird one for like Smash Brothers, because Ice Climbers is literally like one weird game from like NES or some shit. And the whole point is you're climbing a mountain of ice.
That might be helpful when we have a second ice age.
It would be good in, like, especially, like, our region where there's a lot of snow and they seem to be able to handle it well. But the whole, like, premise of the Ice Climber characters is that one can't live without the other one. And
Are you saying we should kill one of them?
Not exactly. But I am saying that you can never separate these two. You have to deal with both of them.
Oh my god, they're like those fucked up twins that like didn't talk
It's like The
for
Shining.
years. Do you know what I'm talking about? They were like the two twins that like didn't talk for years and years
Those
and
two
years.
girls.
And they wrote novels.
And they tried to kill themselves.
Well, one did. One killed the
Well,
somehow gave herself a heart condition and died.
Well, okay, maybe we're talking about separate things, but yeah, basically they kind of seem like that. They have this weird facade where they have
Or
a
the
happy-go-lucky smile,
other
but
like twins that threw themselves in front of a bunch of cars.
yeah, that's what I was talking about.
Yeah.
They kind of give me that vibe. Plus, wobbling is banned, so let's throw them down into the
They're F tier. No, I'm gonna say call the cops because these children need their parents immediately.
Yeah, fair. Kirby.
Kirby, I think
From the
he
hit
is a
series.
contender.
From the hit series Kirby.
He's a contender for the perfect roommate. He's squishy. He's cute. He could kill someone by turning to a rock. He could disappear by turning into a rock. He snoozes really adorably.
I think you're overlooking the most, like, I guess,
he eats
changeable
everything.
part, which is Kirby can be anything. Kirby is going to fix your plumbing if you need it, because he can just take a plumber. Kirby is going to be a...
But that means he eats and kills a plumber. I mean, if you're really into boar, I think Kirby is your man.
If you're in terms of melee, Kirby never kills the person just by sucking them up. He just simply shits them out.
Okay, so he's your vor roommate. And you have BDSM parties.
Hey, I'll deal with a vor roommate if it means they can do my plumbing and they can do, like, any task that I need them to. For Christ's sakes, they can, like...
Okay, but imagine this scenario. You're asleep, you're in your bed, it's quiet, you wake up, you see him above your face, and he is ready to suck you up and bring you into his BDSM vor party.
Kirby's not doing that. Are you kidding me?
You think he's more considerate?
Yes. Kirby's like a weird god thing.
Real?
Yeah. Kirby's like...
I don't know the lore.
Kirby literally rides stars and shit. I don't think he's trying to suck you up. He's got his own shit figured out.
Okay. Well,
he might have a couple Waddle Dees around, but like...
I'm not gonna kink shame him, and if he wants a couple Waddle Dees, or... you know, hate fuck King Dedede, like, that's fine by me. I think he's a sitcom roommate for sure. He's good. He'd be fun. He'd be fun.
I think sitcom is a good one because, like I said, it'd be kind of fun and funny to live with somebody that can just, like, partially do, like, he's a very obviously jack of all trades. So,
yeah,
it'd be kind of fun.
We have Samus for our next contender
From
here.
the Metroid series. Samus is a girl? Question mark. She's got like a mech suit sort of thing with a blaster on it.
She's a bounty hunter in space.
Raises the question, is she always in the suit if we're talking melee specific?
Wait, is she a bounty hunter or space pirate? Or
No.
she was raised by space pirates, wasn't it?
She is a bounty hunter, though.
Yeah, she was raised by the Chozo. Or something like that.
I don't know Metroid as well.
I played the Metroid Prime series like forever ago. It's really good. You guys should play it. But, and I played the Super Metroid forever ago. Samus is cool. I like Samus a lot. She is also, I think, kind of a military brat, but then turns into a bounty hunter. I didn't play Other M. It was shitty.
Yeah, I don't know if I would classify her in the same camp as Fox and Falco, who are, like, clearly in a fleet where she's just, like, on her own ship, as far as I'm aware.
Yeah.
And does her own thing, visits alien planets. She seems kind of adventurous and fun. I would just say it's kind of weird like, if she's constantly in a giant metal suit, you know?
No, she takes it off, when she has to do things.
Okay. Yeah, I guess. And I don't know. I might be biased because
And
Samus
if you
is the lamest
100%,
fucking
you get to
character.
see her in a bikini.
A bikini?
Bikini.
Bikini?
So, there's always bikini Samus.
Yeah. Yeah.
College roommate. Is this a National Lampoon's Van Wilder situation with Samus?
No, like, I just feel... Like I said, she's adventurous, but knowing her kind of character, she's not adventuring to the best places.
No, she's got fucking work to do.
I guess,
and then
she's
she's always
slimy
getting fucked
fucking...
up with Ridley and bringing all sorts of trouble, having a giant space pirate on your tail.
If she brings a fucking Metroid back to my place, I am going to lose my mind. I think she's B.
Yeah, she's a college roommate. Like, she probably does keep a brain in her room, and you sometimes see it when she opens her door, but, like, you don't comment on it.
Mm-hmm.
Zelda
Is a girl.
Zelda's the girl. Can you imagine if Zelda was a girl?
That's crazy.
Zelda is from the series Zelda. She's also a princess that gets
we
captured.
kind of have a damsel in distress 2.0 here.
Yeah, damsel in distress 2.0.
I would like to
but
mention,
she's
though,
much more independent and smarter than Peach.
not only that, but she has this different side. Sheik.
Yeah.
That's a 2-in-1 character we got right here. She can turn into a fucking ninja, which means really she can take care of herself. It's just, and I mean, realistically, she's got magic powers, all that shit, and she's got all the pull, but once again, we're dealing with kind of classism. She does have...
I feel like she is kind. She's a lot kinder. She also
does.
lived as Sheik for 10 years or so. No, 7. It's 7 years.
7, yep.
She lived as not only a boy, but
No,
in
Sheik's
hiding.
a girl. Sheik is a girl.
Is Sheik outwardly
Yeah.
a girl?
Yeah.
I thought it was always like a boy disguise.
No, a lot of people think that, but no, Sheik is a girl. And
Okay. I just didn't know if Sheik presented as a girl or a boy.
plus,
But either way, Sheik was in hiding, living not as royalty for a long time, and I think that came to humble Zelda. I would say she might be a really good roommate for me.
yeah. I mean, and to be fair, she's not like the other two where, like, Peach and Bowser, and I guess Ganon as well, are, like, trying to command and have power. She is simply a princess. There is a king, and she didn't, like, try to form Hyrule or anything like that. She's just next in line,
Yeah, she's a humble princess.
Yeah. I could see her in the kind of A category.
Yeah, I'd put her A. A to almost S, because she does have money. I feel like she has a lot of humility.
She got that rupee.
She got them rupees, though. And yeah, no, she's great. Zelda's great. She has magic. She could use it to clean up everything. I think she's great. I think she'd be great.
She can take care of herself, too. She just got a down B. Anyway, Link. And I guess we can kind of... This is going to be a weird one because we got Link followed by Young Link.
Well, we'll start with first of all, Zelda and Link are both 17.
Are they? Really? The old Link is 17?
Yes, he goes from 10
to
17.
I guess he just said 7 years and he's clearly like a little baby. Okay, but obviously Link is every girl's crush as like a video game character.
By every girl, he means me.
No, I mean me too. The only thing that's like a detriment to Link is like, obviously he's a weapon specialist. He's got a lot of gear, but in particular he's got fucking
big pockets.
He's got bombs, dude. Like, dude is fucking setting himself up to be like a little...
Yo, I think he's kind of dangerous, and I'm gonna probably say break the lease just because...
Yeah, break this fucking lease, dude.
He has weapons
not only that,
in your home.
He has no concept of what money is his own. You leave your money in a fucking pot in your closet, and he's just gonna come
breaking it.
He's gonna come break that shit. He's gonna get that money. He doesn't give a shit about your rupees. They're his rupees.
He's gonna shake your walls, knock all your valuables down.
And then you're like, Link, can we sit and talk? And he's just like, yeah! It's like, damn, Link, okay, fuck you. I'm gone. Yeah, I think Link's in the D tier.
Yeah, D to F. He would be terrible. I think young Link, same personality. Just a child.
We're back to the babysitting scenario.
So call the cops.
And again, yeah. On top of that,
this is a weaponized child.
On top of that, even in Melee, young Link's arrows have fire. So we got another one of those like little pyromaniac situations.
Oh my god!
But where Ness is like intelligent, you can kind of like hang out and do stuff with him. Young Link's just just whipping shit around.
Ness would like light some candles for you, or light a fireplace. Young Link would just shoot fire arrows at like your cat.
You like turn around and he's gone, and then you go to your backyard and he's got a tree on fire. It's like, oh god fucking damn it. Okay.
He's literally that little girl from like the memes where like the house is on fire.
She's just giving a little shit-eating grin. Yeah. Yeah, no. This is the kid you do not want to babysit by any means. So I would say call the cops on that boy. Then we got Pichu. Feels weird to start with Pichu. But obviously Pichu is the baby version of Pikachu.
No, I don't think I can rank Pokemon as roommates because I feel like they're more like pets.
Yeah,
so I think we're gonna give them a pet rating. Any Pokemon on here, I think we should give a pet rating.
Damn, fucked up of us to be like Yoshi, Falco, Fox, DK. You guys are good. Well, Pokemon. Ugh, you peasant shits.
Well, you see, the other ones have personalities and like can do other things other than say their own name, except maybe Yoshi.
I think Mewtwo talks.
Oh yeah, Mewtwo does speak English.
It's fucked. It's scary. He's got some sort of like movie announcer voice too. But anyway, Pichu, it's obviously Pichu being a baby or like a child character too. It's like a little puppy or a kitten kind of sitch.
You probably knock shit off of the counters.
But more than that, Pichu hurts itself like every attack, which means it's probably like bonking into things and shit and falling off shit.
That's almost kind of like too cute.
So it's kind of sitcom-y.
It's a little bit sitcom-y.
It's kind of cutesy. Yeah. As opposed to, obviously, in this kind of just same situation, Pikachu's the adult.
Pikachu's a competent Pichu.
Yeah. Pichu's grown up, Pichu has grown up and now turned into Pikachu and has stopped bonking into things quite as much.
And now it's just a college roommate situation.
I will say Pikachu is kind of like the pinnacle, like, best friend character.
If you're Ash Ketchum.
Yeah, but Pikachu's fucking sick, dude. Like, yo, you need to, like, oh shit, my battery ran out on this thing.
Just Pika.
And then, like, a little fucking thunder jolt, and then voila, you're gaming again.
But, shit, like, yeah, you could, like, insta-charge your phone.
Yeah,
you'd be like, thanks, Pikachu.
I mean, it is kind of well known, too, that Pikachu can get a little bit sassy and then, like, zip you, which, for an anime, whatever. But for real life, heart problems. You gotta be careful with that. You can't really tell it not to do things.
But I think I'm gonna put him as B. He'd be like a pet. He reminds me of every pet that every college kid gets when they think that they have enough money to take care of a dog.
That is fair.
They all get a fucking husky, and like they can't properly take care of it, and it wreaks havoc on everything, and it ends up biting them or someone else.
Even better, Pikachu literally is a rat. Did you ever meet any of those fucking kids that like had rats and they're just like, this is cool?
I'm a rat person now.
I own a rat.
I own rats.
And I smoke fucking weed. And that's me. That's my personality.
Yeah, college buddy for sure.
Okay, Jigglypuff.
Snoozer.
Fucking snoozer.
Jigglypuff, I think, spends most of her time sleeping or singing, which honestly is ideal.
What's everyone to sleep, though? The singing ain't that good. Jigglypuff ain't a pop star.
She tries really fucking hard, and you know what? She would appreciate some respect for it.
Yeah, but I don't know. She just ain't making it. And then, like, how are you going to make a career if you're not going to practice and all you're going to do is snooze? Fuck you. Jigglypuff sucks.
I'd
Also,
say another college roommate, because sleeping and then singing kind of poorly.
Jigglypuff kind of has, like, cat attitude,
much,
to be honest.
I think Jigglypuff is your
Cat
dorm
attitude.
roommate who's in choir.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, that says enough.
There you go.
I think C tier.
Yeah. Mewtwo?
Oh god, dude, Mewtwo is scary. Mewtwo is the one where, like, you make one mistake and Mewtwo is, like, knocking on your door and being like, I'm sorry, do you not know enough about the subject? I'm sorry, do you not know how to do the dishes? Kind of thing, like, condescending, like, I couldn't deal with Mewtwo.
Excuse me, but you were making too much noise last night.
Yeah,
I couldn't sleep.
Exactly. And then meanwhile, like, when Mewtwo wants to do something, it's totally fine. And then you try to, like, confront Mewtwo, and they're just like, I'm sorry, but I have a lot of things to do. I am a busy individual. I have to do blah, 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 blah. It's like, shut the fuck up.
Break the leash, leave him in the dirt.
Break the leash. Honestly, maybe call the cops. I feel like Mewtwo is like...
He needs to be in a lab somewhere.
He's putting up some red flags or some shit.
Yeah, he's probably involved in organized crime.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mr. Game & Watch. Now, he flips
The fuck?
eggs. He flips pancakes.
Actually, you know what? Might be my S tier just because all that bacon. All that bacon.
He's a man after my own heart because if he can cook for me all the time, I'm kind of on board.
Only problem, he's kind of got a gambling addiction.
Ooh, but that's never stopped me from living with and or dating someone before.
With a gambling addiction? Still, I would say break the lease. Probably.
I would say it's probably a good idea that I break the lease, but I'm gonna stay with this fucker for a while.
Here's the scenario: is you wake up and you're like, "Oh my god, what is that smell?" And it's like eggs and bacon and sausage and like all this shit just laid out, and you're like, "Well, thank you," and then it hits you and you're like, "What did you do?" And Game & Watch is like rings a bell because he can't speak, but he stole all your money. So, yeah, that's a D tier for sure.
He's a man after my own heart, and he should be a D, but he's an A in my book. Let's just keep going. Next,
Man, we've done piss poor at, like, explaining some of these characters.
You know, if you don't know these characters, if you don't know them, then fuck you.
Mr. Game & Watch is from Game & Watch.
Fucking look it up, okay?
Marth from Fire Emblem. Super pretty boy. Super pretty boy.
I'm gonna fall in love with him, and it's gonna be bad.
I think Marth strikes me as the individual that is, like, reciting poetry and is, like, taking way too long in the shower. Like, way too long.
Jerking off.
Yeah, exactly. Critical fucking slash. Come all over the walls. Anyway. Yeah, I just think...
Do you want to be cleaning up all that cum?
I don't think you can deal with Marth's cum, to be honest.
Fuck. Yeah, that pretty boy is gonna reel me right in. It's 2 in a row that are gonna keep me strung along for a long time.
Okay, the difference with Roy is he's at least humble.
I was talking Mr. Game & Watch.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Roy is like, isn't Roy a child?
No, I don't think. Maybe. I think of them as kind of like young adults or like.
Okay, all right, but yeah, Marth. He's a pretty boy who I'd probably spend way too long with. He'd probably treat me like shit, and he'd probably bang a bunch of chicks, but then lead me on for a long time.
I think he's like the fuckboy 2.0, where he's like pretty boy, and he's like, I'm a feminist. Yeah, I think frat. To be honest, I think he's no better than another frat boy.
Yeah, he's a frat boy for sure.
And then we end on Roy.
Call me later, Marth.
I think Roy is like the more humble but boring version of Marth.
True. For reference, Zach and I have not played any Fire Emblem.
This is probably the
So
franchise
we're
I
going-
know the least.
We're going off of looks and moves alone.
Yeah. Well, in every single way,
Fire Emblem fans, please do not come at us.
in every single way, in terms of melee, Roy takes from Marth and then makes it worse. Roy is literally just like, hey, let me take that move from you. So it's like if Marth is a poet and is going to like
oh my
slam
God,
poetry,
know what he is?
Roy's uncreative, like, art student that just doesn't know anything.
He's like the little frat brother. He's
There
the
you go,
initiate.
yeah.
He is getting hazed by Marth.
There you go. So, if anything, they're both frat
He's
buddies.
at rush parties.
I would just say
trying
Roy
to-
is a little more boring, so
get
you have
in.
nothing there. I realized, like, going through this whole thing, I have to kind of come back and, like, make a S tier. I'm not gonna lie, I think Kirby's my S tier, which I didn't think about, but, like, going through it all, I really like the just, like, complete, like, multitude of things that Kirby could do. Like, whatever it is you need, you just gotta go find someone else, and then Kirby will suck him off. And then he's...
I like that we didn't address that initially in that way, but now we're just going
He
full-
sucks him off.
He sucks him off. He's literally doing sex work for favors, and I'm all for that.
That's cool by me.
Yeah.
We support sex work here at the Rank Down. Yeah, I think Kirby's my S tier. I think, like, the full thing is Kirby to Ganon. I think Ganon is like, fuck no, dude. Absolutely not. He's scary.
Yeah, I think actually my S tier is going to be Zelda, just because, you know, I feel like we'd be really good friends and really respectful toward each other, and we would really complement each other in our living style.
That's fair.
So I think I would have to go with Zelda / Sheik, and then bottom is probably DK.
I thought
He
you
sounds
said...
like a disaster.
Oh, I thought DK was in frat for you, too.
Oh yeah, maybe he was.
But
I wasn't
it's
really
fair to
keeping track,
reassess and
yeah.
kind of understand, like, what... But,
Maybe Bowser, because he's a virulent racist
yeah.
and a slave owner. So
Yeah, no one wants
actually
to deal with
Bowser.
that.
Yeah, fuck Bowser.
Seems like he's got a temper, too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think that's pretty much it. Melee's got a kind of small cast, but
Hey, it brought us to an hour.
now I want to just, like, compare and see what, like, Melee tier list versus our tier list is,
No,
and see, like,
not going to.
who's the...
we're not going to do that.
Not
on
here.
this podcast.
Not here. I meant by myself.
Oh, good. That's gonna wrap it up for us. You can reach us at the Rankdown Podcast on Twitter. We have the website.
We're on Spotify. We're on Apple Music. Please hit us up. And I know this is really stupid and goofy, but please hit us up with, like, anything sort of rating, any sort of feedback. It's just super appreciated and it helps a lot.
Our website is therankdownpodcast.com. You can reach us personally on our Twitters. I am at Chemtrail Surfer.
I'm at Zach Del Pierre. I have, like, an art page. So
It's Zach Del Pierre Art.
Oh, on Twitter, it's Zach Del Pierre Art. On Instagram, it's Zach Del Pierre. Which, good luck with that. But you can find it through the Rank Down podcast. Check out my art. I'll show that out, too.
Yeah. I don't have anything going on. I just shitpost all day, so enjoy that. Yeah, and from us, I guess our official sign-off now is, I love you.
I love you.